So some news coming out right now about Teofimo Lopez. I think I reported this before, but they've given out a little bit more information and confirmation on this. I was saying that Catterall and Barboza was looking to be the winner and possibly the person that could fill the spot of being a mandatory obligation against Teofimo Lopez within the next 180 days after their bouts against each other, to ensure there will be a single WBO junior welterweight champion. But as we've known, Teofimo Lopez has recently also had a deal from Turkey Al Sheikh and Riyadh and Bob Arum, to where they were trying to get a 3-fight deal done. And it looks like he doesn't want to do any business with Top Rank at this point right now. I mean, if you do have the belts and you're still obligated with Top Rank and you still have contractual obligations, you definitely have to fulfill those. It's going to be very hard to get out of that. We have Devin Haney and other people as well that have signed contracts with Top Rank, as well as George Kambosos, and they've all fulfilled those duties that they needed to get done. I don't know if Teofimo Lopez feels like right now he's not getting a fair shake as far as what he's brought to the table over the last couple of years at Top Rank. I will say the only thing I can understand that he's going through is whether he knew or not knew how much he was getting paid over the time being, but that's still a personal problem. You know, that's still a personal thing, and I think a lot of people are not understanding that Teofimo has had chances to fight against champions multiple times. You know, even the fights he had recently, they were against champions, and even more champions and more champions. Whether it's Brian Norman Jr., they were talking about something like Ron Boots Ennis, but that didn't really sound like something that was concrete or solid. But for him to be in a situation now where we're still talking about mandatories and him who he's fighting next, it's not a good look. Just being honest with you. I know he doesn't like the situation he's in with Top Rank or whatever, but at this point, he's figured out the contracts. People have been doing business with Top Rank for years. These other fighters, promotional companies, managers, they know what's going on, and they know that he has clauses in his contract to where things could be extended if he's a possible champion and he's able to pick up certain belts. And as he did against Josh Taylor, things were extended. So, and it's all allegedly. But he has to be able to figure out what he's going to do with his future and his career. Because the matchups he's getting right now are pretty nice, pretty sweet. I mean, they ask you to fight the youngest champion in boxing at 147. Turn that down. They're just giving you good fights, man, good options. Very confused by a lot of stuff I'm seeing, but Jack Catterall was somebody they're trying to put him in the ring with. Barboza, he's another guy. These are very good options. I don't know how you look past a lot of these fights and you're a guy like Teofimo Lopez and you just don't take him. I just don't understand it. And Jack Catterall is a very good opponent, and Barboza, for you to go in 140 and possibly do some things, keep whatever you have going. You don't have to worry about extending any kind of contracts right now. I mean, the man has had what? 1, 2. He's had, since he fought Josh Taylor, he's had 1 fight, 2. So he should be on his 4th fight right now. So technically he would have only had what, 2 more fights? But now with everything being extended, I mean, he's in a contract where he'll be fighting for these guys forever. I'm being real. It's a contract that looks pretty, I don't know, man. It looks bad right now. But he needs to go out here and handle his business. I think he's still in a good spot to where he can be able to flourish and compete and still be on the same level as everyone else. It's not like people are making extraordinary amounts of money whose names are not Joshua or Fury or Usyk. So a lot of these guys, they've been in the game almost 20 years. So they basically done earned that payday already. But he has to find out what is he gonna do. Too much things going on right now to where he's not making anything happen at any kind of weight class right now with no big fights. Are you just sitting there rotting? And he just went to the Ring Magazine Awards and he's trying to figure out things with lawyers and Canelo's lawyers. Bro, just get in the ring and fight, man. That's all that really needs to happen. For him to be holding up things right now, it's not good, man. The longer he waits, the tougher it's going to be in the sport of boxing for him. It's not getting easier. Every day it's a young guy coming in that wants to be the next Teofimo or Tank Davis, and it's just not going to get easier for these guys. I don't think they understand it. Every day is going to be a tryout these days in boxing. It's not going to be like it's been the last 5 years. You're going to be in a real 50-50 fight, and you're going to get tested. And the fans are going to look at you like you better pass, because there's been a lot of hype around you up until this point, and this is your first real tryout. When things start getting tough, what are you going to do?